If you've been following my channel, you know that my first day of wheelies didn't exactly go the best. But I've since learned a thing or two, and so now I want to walk you through my first week doing wheelies on the street. So before this full week of sending it, I had done power wheelies on dirt kind of my whole life, never taken it seriously, never learned how to do a proper balance point wheelie. So the first day was all about pushing my boundaries, sometimes exceeding them, and really the first day I was doing mainly power wheelies, and then the second I'd get to the balance point, I'd get scared and hit the brake. I had some decent ones thrown in there, but the first one was all about just getting comfortable, leaning back far enough and seeing where that point was where I'd actually fall backwards and how to feather the brake to not go all the way forwards once I get scared.
We are back at it. It is day 2 of learning some wheelies. I'm gonna tip it up and just jam on the brakes a few times, just really ingrain that into my brain.
Day 2 started off with some more power wheelies and just a lot of practice, but by the end of it, I was actually kind of getting some short, balanced out wheelies.
See, as long as I'm gaining speed while I'm wheeling, it doesn't really mean that I'm balancing, it just means I have the power to keep wheeling. But if I lose speed or maintain the same speed, that just means I'm balancing and braking right. All right, here we go. 3 trees or bust. That one felt good. Yeah! Definitely started picking up speed at the end, but that's probably the longest wheelie I've done in my life right there. Heck yeah, we're getting it. Yeah, yeah. There's one. Woo. Something about this straight, that's where I almost fell last time. I think I'm just looking at the trees. All right. One tree, 2 tree. Takes a lot of strength and balance and attention. Really happy with that one.
Also on day 2, this is where I set the goal to be able to wheelie from this trash can to the bench at the corner. Now this thing is slightly uphill, but it's got to be at least 100 yards. I mean, I didn't even get close on day 2. Day 3 is the day I really learned that it's all about the pop. If you don't pop high enough, you gotta add throttle, and then at that point you've already gained so much speed, you're probably not gonna do a good wheelie. So what I learned, it's best to even pop over your balance point, use a little bit of brake, and then you know that you're in the sweet spot for the remainder of the wheelie. That's what I learned today, and that's probably the thing that's helped me out the most so far in my journey.
Yeah, okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, like that one.
Day 4 consisted of a dead GoPro battery, but you didn't miss much, just more practice, practice, practice. But day 5 is definitely the most eventful day for me. This is where things really started to click and I got stranded in the middle of nowhere. But that story doesn't really fit into this video, so I'll do a whole video on that situation next week. But for now, this is day 5.
fastest wheelie I've done on the street yet. 31, and this is for smaller tires, so it's really quite a bit faster than that. I mean, more comfortable for sure. Gotta remember to breathe, jeez. Oh, definitely easier on the uphill. Let's see if I can't get this turn. Oh, we got a long ways to go. Wasn't really coming here on purpose or anything. I just knew it was a pretty area and there weren't a lot of cars, but I just found the ultimate uphill ever. Let's send it. I'm gonna need to give it progressively more throttle as we go, but let's give it a shot. Man, these guys make it look so easy online. It is not. Sure, I've never been here before. I mean, it was super uphill, but that's definitely the longest wheelie I've done in my life. Heck yeah, day 5 is awesome. Oh man, it's so pretty. Getting in some good wheelies. Downhill is a skill to be desired. That is difficult.
And right on cue, I must have jinxed myself and ended up breaking down in the middle of nowhere, pushing uphill, getting towed home, but I'll do more on that on a full video. And until then, let's carry on to day 6.
All right, let's get it. Come on! Yes! 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 The tail end of that was a power wheelie, but the first half was super balanced out. Yes, I did not think I was even going to get that on my first week. Oh, that feels good! Man, 5 days ago that just seemed impossible. I had good balance in the beginning. I started going a little fast, but I held on to it. Yes, that feels great. Whew. Turned into a power wheelie, but that's my first time doing it downhill from the bench to the trash can. So I'm happy with that. If today I can get from this all the way to the end, that would be my best wheelie ever. It's slightly uphill, so maybe we can make that happen. Right at this tree branch, let's go. Started going too fast. Not finding that balance point, that's it. Yeah! That was fully balanced. Yes! Oh, this is too much fun. This is the most fun thing I've learned in a long time. The funny thing is I could totally be out in the mountains trail riding right now and I would be having an absolute ball, but I just really want to learn how to stunt bike. It's just too much fun. If I went that far back, day 3, even yesterday, I would have been right on the brake. It's amazing how far back you can go without actually falling back. It's pretty surprising. Every time I think I'm going, I'm not, basically. And since that first crash, so far, I've managed to not crash somehow, so that's got to count for something.
At the end of the week, the girl ended up coming out to help me film. As you can tell, the bike isn't accelerating, which means that I'm actually hitting that balance point right. And towards the end of the week, I ended up using mostly regen, just letting completely off the throttle, and then giving it throttle whenever needed just to pick up the front tire in the air. I very rarely had to actually feather the brake unless I made an extreme air, which is something really positive about doing wheelies on this e-bike. That was super fun. And here's the last shot, the grand finale. I wheelied the entire side of the bike trail that goes across the football field, so that is guaranteed over 100-yard wheelie. I'm still gonna get really comfy on these in the next couple weeks, and then I'm gonna start trying stunts, because that's the dream. So definitely check out the video next week on what happened there in the middle of nowhere, now that I know exactly what did happen. And until then, tear it up.